Yeah, I'm definitely going to remember that for the rest of my life. That specific play. So I'd say so. I don't know because all those games are usually pretty tight. Well, every game I played against them has been tight, so it goes down to the wire every time. I think they threw a Hail Mary against us 2 years ago. So I mean, I can't explain the close games. I can't explain the close games we have with Florida too. Like it's just a rivalry thing. I think. Not saying we didn't have this mentality last year, but I mean we're just very hungry this year. We know what we lost. We can't dwell on it, but we got guys here that want to work and that want to be great. And anytime you have a group of guys like that want to be great, you want to go to war with those guys. So we've been working. We're trying to get to where we need to be, and we're not there yet, but we're working towards it. And I've said this plenty of times. Can't wait to put the pads on this fall. So
did that hype and that talk lead into the locker room and kind of hurt you guys at times?
I don't think so. I just think things just didn't go our way. We had a substantial amount of injuries that hurt us. It was the key guys that come out, but can't use that as an excuse. It's a new year, and we just want to get on with it and play this year. So.
You like being called an underdog?
Oh yeah, I kind of picked up that role ever since I stepped on the campus. So I don't have a problem with it.
You mentioned you guys are losing a lot of players. Does it grow tiresome to hear you don't have Barnett or Green, Reese Maven, and all those guys? Does it grow tiresome to kind of hear that how you're going to replace all those guys?
Oh yeah, it definitely does. I mean those guys are great, but they're not on the team anymore. So we got to deal with it. We got great players on our team now, and great guys that can step up and play those roles. So yeah, it gets tiresome, but I mean, as soon as that first kick is kicked off, and Chick-fil-A Bowl, I mean, all that talk is going to stop, and we got to play football.
How close do you feel like you guys are to being the best team in the SEC? Is it a big mountain to climb or not that far?
I think we can be the best team in the SEC, but it takes work. It takes hard work, and I mean, I don't know how far we are away from it, but I know we can. We have the ability to be the best team in the SEC, and as long as we keep working towards that goal, I think we'll eventually get there.
How concerning is Georgia Tech? Their weird offense. Tennessee never really sees something like triple option. How concerning is that?
Yeah, Georgia Tech, that offense is troublesome for everybody. Everything they have in their playbook is a counter to whatever defense is being thrown at them. So, it's definitely something that we have to practice, and we have to make sure we're in all our gaps, we're doing all our responsibilities right. Because as soon as one person's out of their gap, or as soon as one person is out of their responsibility, they'll take 160 yards to the house. So we just got to make sure that we're staying on our points, staying in our gaps, and we'll be okay.
Tennessee's now lost 10 straight to Alabama, I guess. For one, do you still consider that being East versus West rivalry that fans from 20 years ago may have thought it'd be?
Yeah, I think it's a rivalry game. Alabama definitely treats it as a rivalry game as well. So we just got to go out there and make sure that we're doing everything in our power to end that streak.
And what about last year's game? It seemed like Bo and Scarborough and Jalen Hurts both had kind of wide open lanes and some running lanes at one point. Why was that?
I don't know. We have to be disciplined as a defense, and I don't think we were as disciplined as we could have been. I think we fixed that in a sense. We've been working on it this whole off season, and I don't think that can happen. That can't happen again. And
what jumps out at you when you look at Colton Jumper and Cortez McDowell, the two guys? What excites you about those two guys?
Those guys have really stepped up in times where we really needed them. Those guys anytime a guy has went down and they have been put in the fire, they've came, they came through. And, I go to war with those guys. They know that. And we're going to need them again this year.
Kendall, since the end of spring and the off-season, summer workouts, who are some guys that have stood out, either that you've seen or maybe other guys have reported back, hey, man, this guy looks good?
Well, I'm in Iraq with Khalil, Daryl Taylor, and Congo, and we all work out together every day. And Daryl Taylor, he's looked very good. He's already a freak athletically. He just has to put it all together between the film room and the weight room and put it all on the field. And he'll be a very good player for us.
What's your earliest memory of college football?
My earliest memory, probably I grew up watching the
Go ahead and finish up with the student athletes. Again, last question.
Ohio State-Michigan rivalries, the Miami-Virginia Tech rivalries, the Miami-Florida State rivalries. I grew up watching, Florida, Tennessee. All those rivalry games when I was, a little kid made me want to play, college football.
What year was that?
2000 era, 1999, 2000. That was probably my earliest memory of it. It was about 4 or 5.
You do remember a time when Alabama was kind of a top dog in college football, or at least in the conversation?
Yeah, that was a time where I don't think the SEC was really that, on the top, really. I think it was the ACC, and it's kind of, switched roles. So.
What do you remember about App State last year? What was the lesson of that game?
I'm from North Carolina, so I knew what App State was capable of. They won a bunch of national championships when I was younger, and they have tradition as well. You just got to make sure you're going into every game with the same mentality that you're going to, destroy your opponent. I mean, you can't go in thinking, okay, well, this team is this, they're FB, they're all this. You can't go in like that. You got to go in every game thinking, okay, you're playing a Florida, you're playing Alabama, you're playing a Georgia. And if we do that, we'll be successful.
It just seemed like the Michigan game in 2007 made App State, everyone knew about App State, but they still snuck up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like I said, I'm from North Carolina, so I know what they're capable of.
Thanks, everybody.